All right, welcome to Oh I Hate Myself Studios.
Tribe
fans. We have a special guest and new member, the lovely, talented Ryan Grace. And thank you for joining us. And hopefully you'll join us.
Our makeup
again.
lady.
Yes, but she didn't get the shine out of my forehead.
Yep. She was very busy before we got here.
Taking the own shine off of my forehead.
So we just saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and basically it's about Rick Dalton, who is an actor.
Can't even remember the name. That's amazing.
His stuntman is Cliff something. I don't know. Do you remember his last name?
I don't know, but Brad Pitt was my favorite guy in the fucking movie.
Yeah, he was great.
Cliff Booth.
Cliff
Yes,
Booth.
Cliff
Yes,
Booth.
there we go. That's why we brought her along.
Yes. Thank you, baby.
My memory.
So basically, no, I forgot his name already. Rick Dalton is realizing that he's become a has-been, and he's at a crossroads where he can either...
Doing 60s TV, like, what was that Western people watched back
Spaghetti
in the day?
Spaghetti Westerns.
Yeah.
No, but that was his
Italian
option.
Westerns.
He could do that.
No, but like he was doing like
The
old Western TV shows that people watched.
Well,
Right.
he had a steady television show
that got
was
canceled.
like a night.
That came
Yeah.
out.
Basically, he was on the downward fucking spiral.
Yeah.
And he realized it.
And Al Pacino came and put it to him straight. He said, listen, you can do spaghetti westerns and becoming a leading man, but you got to move to Italy. Or you can continue being the bad guy and doing these little TV shows.
Al was
And,
great, by the way.
I wanted a little bit more. I wanted that explosive Al.
Yeah.
Yeah! She's got a great ass!
You stupid
So-
fucking cunt.
Yeah,
I wanted a little Glenn
I
Gary
wanted that.
Ross.
I wanted a little fire.
But
I
he
wanted to see
looked
that he still
great.
had it.
He had a good
Oh, he looked
wig.
amazing. He got a great wig. That's a great wig.
It's a good wig.
But yeah, so that just leaves him in kind of a downward spiral, and he's wondering what to do with his life.
And he's hilarious in it. Like when he's
Oh,
flipping
yeah.
out,
When
just
he's crying. I love when he cries.
He was flipping out in his trailer.
He's hard on
He's
himself.
so
Yeah,
fucking
he
funny.
Extremely hot.
And
on
you know
himself.
that actors are really like that, so it was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Just see him crying in his trailer. Oh, it was probably the funniest Tarantino movie, if not ever, since Pulp Fiction, in my opinion, for sure. The funniest. When was the last time you laughed at a Quentin movie?
He's always got.
He's always got some humor.
Yeah,
in
but
it.
dude, this movie
Yeah.
this reminded me of Nice Guys. It was so
Yeah.
funny.
He's gonna always
Anyways,
squeeze in.
but
Reservoir
they're
Dogs
so-
is funny.
Yeah, they're always fun.
Yeah,
The
this
whole
movie-
open
the whole
commentary
Dude, you
of
see, killed
Reservoir
someone
Dogs
with a
is fucking
flame?
hilarious.
I'm not gonna give it away. He
All
does
right.
a flamethrower
Anyways,
is
no
used more than
spoilers.
once.
So sprinkled in between
Sprinkled.
this, we see the growing of the Manson family, and their
Commune.
yes, their commune, and that's happening. And you see Sharon Tate and Roman Polanski. They live close to Rick Dalton.
Yep, they live next door to Roman Polanski and Sharon Tate. And
Yeah.
Margot Robbie's great.
So
as
there's all
Sharon
these
Tate.
these stories
Even though you
integrating
barely
with
see her.
each other. And at the end, we're gonna give our top list, a list of
updated list.
QT lists of
Including
number
the new
1
one.
to 9, and where that falls. But so we just want to give a brief initial feelings of the film, and
Can't
Ryan,
spoil it too much.
No, we'll
Right.
give spoilers.
too
We'll
new.
get to a spoiler zone.
Yeah.
But right now, this is generalized, and then we'll let you know when the spoilers are going to come, and we'll talk about specific scenes. So, Ryan, why don't you tell us how you felt about the film?
I liked it. I really liked it. It was unexpected. It was different for a for
Very
a
different.
QT.
Very different.
Absolutely.
Very
The way it
different.
was filmed, everything about it
Edited.
was way different.
Very
Out of pocket. Wasn't expecting it.
Very
It was
100%.
amazing.
Yeah.
I loved
agree.
it.
Very
Yeah.
different. That's like the most standout thing to me. When I brought up PTA, they really made me think. Like the look of it, it looked like a Paul Thomas Anderson movie. All like the long shots
Right.
Right.
over houses and everything. It was beautiful though. Bob Richardson on the camera as usual.
You could tell that the editing was entirely different. Also,
The editing is the
compared
best
to
editing
the
since
extra
Inglourious.
half hour that we used to fucking see
yes,
until the last few
exactly.
movies.
Since Sally Menke died,
Right.
the best edited movie.
He went a little overboard,
Oh,
Right.
grieving over his
like
editing.
he's so
and it was a
married to
lot,
all
yes.
his material.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best editing in years though, since
Yeah, it was
Inglourious.
just. It was different. It was just. Yeah, it didn't feel like a Tarantino film, but
Right.
it felt like a
It
Tarantino
really
film.
did. That
Right.
it really did.
Like
It
you're like,
did.
oh, this has strings of it, but then you're like, oh,
dude, like it had pieces of like, and like this is like the Nice Guys, and it's like good inherent vice. Like it's just like a fucking
aesthetically, yeah.
like
it's
a
because
blend
it's
of everything.
the time and era that aesthetically brings you back to
And
like
Leo and Brad
Right.
Pitt, these two A-list, like top of the line actors, just being fucking hilarious.
I just want to watch them two hang out and do
it's
this fucking
so fucking
whatever,
funny.
drive around.
I
do
can watch
whatever.
Brad
Drive
Pitt
around.
feeding his dog for fucking 2
Oh
hours.
my god.
It's
The dog was
hilarious.
beautiful, by
I
the
love
way.
this dog.
There's
Yeah.
a dog in the movie. He's beautiful.
Brad Pitt was my favorite character in the movie.
Absolutely. Yeah, he stole the
And
show.
Leo was
100%.
amazing.
Leo was
Definitely.
great, but I mean,
Amazing.
Brad, you just wanted to see. I just wanted more
Fucking
Brad. I
Hilarious.
wanted him to
Brad
have his own
definitely.
TV show as
Leo
Cliff,
was definitely in the
whatever.
shadow.
Cliff
For
Booth,
playing a
Booth.
stuntman, he did play the stuntman, but he did
Oh my God.
also put him in the shadow as far as that movie
It'll be
because he
good.
was
Yes.
he was great.
Yeah.
His acting was great.
Stuntman Mike, yeah, fucking his
I know.
boy, yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like, I
right.
wonder
Kurt
if they're
Russell.
kind of gonna like
She
put
thought he was
that
gonna
in.
call
I was
him
like, dude, he's
Stuntman
gonna
Mike.
introduce himself as Mike.
I
And
know, I was
like,
waiting
And
for
Zoe
that.
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
Death Proof.
Death
Yeah.
Proof, yeah,
And
which
she's
is
a
definitely
stuntwoman
on my
as
list
well.
Okay.
because
Fucking
Yeah, yeah.
pops up.
because I am a Grindhouse fan.
So,
Yeah, she loves Death Proof.
Yeah. Yes.
we all say go see the movie. It's great.
Oh, I
And,
give it my highest rate. It's my favorite movie of the year so
Yeah,
far. Without a doubt.
let's get into some scenes in
Hey.
spoiler zone. So if you haven't seen it, go see it, and then we're gonna get into some of our favorite scenes. And I think we all know the scene that we want to talk about. It's fucking Bruce Lee getting thrown into a fucking
Yes.
car.
Oh my
and denting
god!
the door.
He made a 7-minute fucking
Made a fool
monologue
out of himself.
about how his hands are deadly weapons and gets
Which-
laughed at by Brad.
Which
Pitt.
is something that you hear often from most boxers
Brad
nowadays.
Pitt lets him
and-
get one kick in and then goes, try that again, and fucking puts him through the side of a
Right.
fucking
Yeah.
car. I threw this little fucker through a car.
It is a great fucking scene.
Oh, it's
But actually, I'm
hilarious.
surprised Quentin Tarantino has so much love for those kung fu movies
Right.
and Bruce Lee that he
I
kind of
know.
made Bruce Lee look like
Like
a
an
little
asshole.
prick.
I know.
Well, I'm surprised he did that and didn't, that's
Yeah,
the
'cause
great
you have
Bruce
this,
Lee.
this southern guy basically
Just fucking, yeah.
tossing the fucking King of
And he was
Kong.
sitting there drinking milk, like just chilling.
Yeah, laughing
I
as
cried.
Bruce Lee
Off.
gives this fucking great speech of how great he is, and
It's hot out and he's drinking a
He's
cotton
drinking
Yeah.
milk with a wig and a tuxedo on.
Jesus Christ.
Wouldn't want to do it any other way.
The scene when Leo's talking to the girl is amazing. That girl was great. That little girl. When they're reading the book,
Oh yeah,
he's like, "Can I
my
sit here?
God.
Can I sit down?" And he's just fucking making
Tremendous.
so much
Yeah.
noise, grunting and pulling out his little smokes
He was
and
so
shit.
fucking good in that.
Yeah,
movie, man.
he was such a little creep, but
It's a great
lovable creep.
fucking
Oh
note.
no.
Oh, fucking big trouble.
But yeah, that scene was great when he talks to the girl and he tells her the story of what was the fucking cowboy that he was reading about?
The book, yeah.
Easy,
got all
Easy
emotional.
G or something.
Breezy.
Breezy. Yeah,
Breezy.
Breezy.
Damn, is my memory that
You're
fucking
good.
great?
Yeah.
Like, is
Oh,
my
our
memory
memory's
that
just really
great?
shit.
Yeah, we're fucking,
Wow.
we're gone.
Yeah, I'm so bad with names. I'm surprised.
He looks so
Wow.
I
hilarious
just remember J.K.
with the fucking yeah,
with the mustache.
Yeah, with the mustache and the fucking ill flow, he looked
I
hilarious.
forget
And then
the
how-
story though. What's
how-
Breezy?
I don't know. Oh, because it was basically mirroring his life that
Right,
Breezy wasn't
right.
as
So he
good
started
as
crying
anymore.
and shit.
Yeah, he started
Washed
crying because
up.
it related to it,
Yeah.
and then he told the girl, he was like, "Yeah, that's gonna be you in 15 years," and she's like, "What? I don't like being called Pumpkin Princess or whatever you call her."
And it was his idea to
Pumpkin
throw her to the
puss?
ground. Which
Pumpkin puss.
Pumpkin
Yeah, there you
puss.
go.
It was his idea to throw her on the ground, which is
What a
fucking
name!
Yeah.
What a name you
Shove her
call
on
a
the ground.
child in the
I
first
know,
place?
right.
Like
Pumpkin puss.
Yeah, that's-
You get put in
Alright.
jail for
That's
that.
not,
today.
that's not
Are you
acceptable
trying to
these
give me
days.
candy
The
and throw me in a
60s.
bin?
Yeah, but that was another thing when they went straight into when they were filming the show, but they made it look like it was part of the movie, and like
Right.
you couldn't tell that
Yeah.
it didn't say, "Okay, we're filming now." That was really cool. But
Yeah.
yeah, that scene when he throws the girl on the floor, that was really great.
Yeah,
That
the
was
whole
all
scene
improvised
with
in
Oliphant
that.
was
Yeah,
good too.
yeah.
He improvised like his words and everything he
Some of
said.
That's when he came
were-
back from the trailer after bugging out on himself. Like, you're gonna get these
Yeah.
motherfucking lines
Yeah.
right. I'm
Yeah.
gonna blow your fucking brains out to the mirror. That was fucking.
Oh,
hilarious.
that scene was great. 'Cause
Yeah.
we've always had.
Hilarious.
I think we've all had
All
moments.
done that, and you know
like, you
after
just
Where
so
you're like
nice
giving
every
yourself the
night.
hottest pep
Yeah,
talk.
you're like,
ever.
you're gonna get this
Fucking
But
again.
blow
that
your
wasn't even
brains
a
out.
pep talk. That was a threat
Like,
to
if
yourself.
this
Yeah.
review sucks,
Yeah,
you're
he's
gonna blow
talking
your
to the
fucking
mirror,
brains out.
and the mirror was pointing to the
I
screen.
know, and
That
it was
Right,
just
fucking
right.
yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
perfect.
Good
Just
angle.
you blow your brains all over. That's so great.
8 fucking whiskey sours. 8? You couldn't have 4.
That was so fucking great.
I want
But,
whiskey sour.
Dude, that fucking when he was in the pool and the fucking girl through the glass. He's like, what the fuck? When she came
Oh,
in,
yes.
he had his headphones
The
on. And he
final
was like,
scene.
what the fuck? And he
The
fucking
final scene is
flamethrows
amazing.
her.
So
Oh my God.
it gets into, obviously, if you're to this part,
Oh my
you know that
God.
it went inglorious route into rewrote history with the whole
Yes.
Manson family,
Unexpected.
Yeah.
Sharon Tate murders, and they go to the wrong house.
They
and
sure
they
did.
and they definitely went to the
They
wrong
sure
house
to the
because
wrong
Brad
house.
Pitt, who's just smoked an acid dipped cigarette, fucking took care of them.
And he's there with his
While he's
big,
tripping out, he's
I didn't even
giant
know those
fucking-
his
existed.
big ass pit
I
bull.
mean, I'm sure you can dip anything in
I'm like-
acid.
Oh my
It
God.
does. It looks
I
tasty.
want.
They broke in. He's sitting there with
does.
his pit bull, and he's just like, "Hi."
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh my
sticks the
god.
dog on him.
Take all the
yeah.
and then boom.
Oh,
That was
fucking
perfect.
brutal.
Good
Perfect.
boy.
And he put Squeaky From's face through the fucking table.
That
Like
was-
15 fucking
It was a
times.
whole lot of build up,
Oh.
and that scene was a great payoff.
it was tremendous.
It was so
But
great.
Leo's just sitting in the
Oh,
pool
the-
with his headphones on. He was like, "Motherfucker!"
and he goes for the fucking flamethrower,
Yeah.
and he pulls out and
He
torches
still had the
the girl.
flamethrower from
That's
fucking a
great.
movie he did
That was
10
so
years
much-
ago.
Is someone
It
can
still
we do something
works.
about the heat?
He must have,
It's a
yeah.
flamethrower.
No, he can't.
Something he kept off set. The
Yeah.
only thing he kept off that one movie was
Right.
the fucking flamethrower.
And there was so many people from all of Quentin's movies.
Yeah.
Michael
Yeah.
Madsen.
Yes.
No,
Bruce Dern.
Samuel Jackson. At least I didn't notice him.
I know.
That- besides
Right.
When was the
Reservoir
last time
Dogs.
he wasn't in it? Even
Reservoir
Kill
Dogs.
Bill,
Yeah.
the piano player. You're
Yeah,
right.
Reservoir Dogs was the only movie that he
Wow.
wasn't in.
But I was so
I
excited
bet he
to
had
see
some
Michael
small
Holy
Madsen,
shit.
though.
You're right.
I was waiting the whole
right.
time. I was like, where is he gonna?
Because we watched Django
Pop
last
in,
night,
yeah.
and she had never seen it.
Oh,
so
really?
she saw the
That's a
scenes
nice
of him
surprise.
being over the shoulder like, any fucking time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
the
Leo.
only. I don't know. It's just.
I loved it. I was still cracking up watching it last night. It was fucking hilarious.
Right. Yeah, so I don't know if he had like a small hidden role, like the piano player in Kill Bill.
Usually
but
they have
Right.
him narrate something, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
Always
surprised
right
he
foot in
doesn't.
somehow.
that was another weird thing, the narration.
Yeah,
which I
that's-
found out
that
earlier.
is
But he
strange.
does it because remember that whole thing that we heard, the Quentin Tarantino was on the radio and he was like basically saying like some of the people that he puts in his movies, it's like they need work.
Oh, he deliberately brings
Like
back
Tim
people.
Roth and
Mike
like
Madsen.
things like
What's
yeah,
his name?
right.
Jackie
Who's
Brown.
always fucking dead broke.
Yeah.
What's his name? The guy who was in Twin Peaks. The guy fucking played Max Cherry in Jackie Brown. What's his name? Sheriff
Twin
Truman.
Peaks. Oh,
Oh.
but he's retired now, right?
No,
Factoring
the guy,
alternate-
his brother that was in the.
Oh,
in
the older
Return.
Truman,
Yeah.
the new Truman.
He was
that's
in
the
Jackie
Return.
Brown.
New Truman.
He was the
I
guy in
fucking couldn't
Jackie
even
Brown
think
that
of
was
his name
nominated
out
for
of
the Oscar.
everybody in the
Yeah,
world,
yeah.
in the best memory I have.
Oh,
Apparently, I
fuck.
can't.
But
Yeah, but he
Yeah,
brought him
Truman,
back out of his
Truman
security
from
with
Showtime's
Pam Grier
Twin Peaks.
right.
and fucking Travolta, you know,
Right.
fucking Bruce Dern, all those people. Bruce Dern was fucking hilarious.
Oh my God, George.
Oh
Yeah, Blind
yeah,
George.
Big George.
Yeah.
He
so
might
can
be
take it
tired.
back.
I fucked
Dude,
his brains out this morning.
That scene
Oh
was
my God.
terrifying.
That was
It
Elle
was.
Fanning.
That was a
Dude,
terrifying
I thought,
scene.
I was like,
for
I kept
Quentin
saying to
Tarantino.
her, Brad Pitt's not making it out of here.
Yeah. Oh
He's
yeah.
not
As
making
soon
it
as
out
he
of here.
looked at that house, I was like, he's
Oh, yeah,
dead.
I know.
He's
And I was
fucking
like, the
dead.
balls on this fucking guy.
Because the
he's
real
like, this screen
story is
ain't gonna
they
stop
did
me.
kill someone. I
A stunt
thought.
trial, yeah, he
Yeah,
said
and it was
that.
a stunt.
Yeah.
I thought it was a stunt man.
Oh
that
really?
they
Was
actually,
it?
Yeah.
I was like, I wish I knew.
And that was the
more
majority of the
Manson
time
story.
that
I
she
know
had
all the other-
everything
I know
about
all
that
the
shit.
serial killer stories except for Manson, really, because I don't really.
The
I don't
way-
really look
I
at
don't like
Manson as a
Manson
serial
as a serial
killer. I
killer.
don't
He's
really
not.
look at him. I'm
No, he's not. He's a piece of
master
shit.
manipulator and
He's just
a false
fucking
prophet.
scumbag.
He's
is
the
really,
fucking worst of them all.
I
He's
mean,
just
that's
a
like-
piece of
He's
shit.
the most overrated. He's the most overrated.
So
fucking-
overrated. Look, he
overrated
didn't even
bad
fucking
guy
pick up a
ever.
weapon. If you're gonna
Well, you know what
fucking.
it was?
He's
It was
just
the
a
DA.
scared fucking white man that
Yeah.
took
It was
too
the
much
DA
acid.
at the time that literally blew it out of fucking proportion and made it this whole satanic
Well,
panic
it
cult
was
thing.
at during
That
the
it wasn't
time.
when they were a hippie commune.
Well, we're big Mindhunter fans. It's the time, the era of the serial
Right,
killer.
the
Like
whole
people were terrified
satanic
of,
panic
you know,
shit.
all that shit.
Right.
But yeah, that was a terrifying scene. You're right.
Oh, the
he
tension
beat
was
the
so
fuck out of
rattling,
that
the
guy.
music.
Dude, he fucked
She's so
that
grown
guy.
now,
Yeah.
too.
And when he
That's
said
so
You do this?
crazy.
dude, the balls on him when he went to the screen, he's like, "This
Mind
ain't
you,
gonna stop me. I'm
Right.
coming in here."
This
I
is the
was
same girl from Neon Demon.
So
Like,
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah. Dakota Fanning.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Elle
Elle
Fanning.
Fanning.
Elle
Her
Fanning.
little sister.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
looked.
They look just alike.
She's a little frumpy in that.
She definitely did. She looked like
She was
weathered.
definitely not
Yeah.
the beauty that
She
everyone
looked
was
like-
trying to eat to be like. in
She
Yeah.
the
smoked
movie.
meth and then got hit by
Yeah,
a truck.
she looked like she slept in
She
that
was great,
George's
though.
apartment a few times.
She has a
Watched-
Big
Yeah.
George
watched
fucked his
FBI.
There
brains
was
out this
definitely no
morning.
running water there.
No,
Clearly.
oh, definitely not. Yeah.
George, how the fuck do I know what color her hair is? I'm blind, motherfucker.
That was so great. But yeah, that scene.
I thought
was
he
like,
was gonna
wow.
walk into a dead man.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I thought his body was gonna be rotting.
To
and
some
shit.
rigor mortis shit.
It made me wish Tarantino would just do a straight up like
Horror
real
movie.
horror movie. I
Imagine
know
that.
Death Proof
Woo!
was
Death
kind
Proof
of
was
like
a
horror,
brink of.
but
No, but if
I
he
wouldn't
did,
call it
that
really
had-
a horror. I mean,
you know what I've been
was
rewatching a
very
lot. That's one of his
Polanski-ish.
favorite movies is Blowout. I've been watching little pieces of it on Prime. Like if
Yeah.
he did a real thriller like that would be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
I feel like
He's
should have
supposed
been.
to do one more movie. He's always said
I was gonna.
10
No,
movies.
we don't know that
He's
because we don't
always
know if
said
he
10
considers Kill
movies.
Bill.
He does.
No, he does.
I read it.
As
I read
one?
it. Yeah, I did.
Okay,
I read
okay,
it.
okay.
He
This
said
is
I wrote it as
considered the
one.
I'm happy to
ninth
hear that.
movie
It's one
as
movie,
Spike
yeah.
and
Extremely
Tarantino.
happy to hear that
It's
because I did.
settled.
He's
Yeah, he
supposed to
does
make
want to
one
retire
more
at
movie.
60. He's 56 now.
He's not going to be able to. He's a fucking. He's a guy.
No, but he wants to write.
He's
He
very
wants to write
tedious.
novels after.
He's very
He wants to
tedious
write-
and he's
write books.
perfectionist.
I know.
too.
But
So
his-
it
he wants.
takes him
He
a long
probably
His
time.
next film's gonna be a bad motherfucker, though. You know that.
I
It's
know.
gonna be
He
something
keeps
crazy.
on throwing out. He says like Kill Bill 3 and then this and then that.
I would love that.
He's
I
not,
would love
he's
that.
not
I
like
love Kill
Guillermo
Bill.
bad, where he's just
Love
like,
it.
I'm gonna fucking make Hellboy 6 and fucking this and that
Yeah.
at the Hall of the Mountain King and all. He's just saying he's gonna do everything.
Well, maybe he'll just write about it after since he's doing.
How many years
He's
does it take
retiring
to
to
make a
do
movie?
novels.
Django was 2013. Hateful Eight was what, 2016, 17? So every 3 years or so,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
But he writes in between writings.
His
too.
scripts take the longest because
Right.
he
does it all by
fucking
hand
yeah. He
and
writes longhand. He's super fucking
Has it
just
typed
meticulous about
up
his
for
script.
him and everything else.
Right.
I'm so glad the editing's been tightened up though in this movie. Like
Yeah.
it was
Even-
for a 2 hour and 40-minute movie. It moved pretty fucking fast. Like
Right.
it did not drag at all.
Yeah.
Like usually you could clip
Very
20 minutes
consistent.
off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But this didn't drag, in my opinion,
No
at all.
downtime.
No, like from the beginning, I was entertained from beginning to end without a fucking single break.
Absolutely.
Funny
Yeah.
as hell.
No, yeah, I didn't look at the clock or anything.
No, I didn't check till like it was like, oh my god, it's been over 2 hours. Like
Yeah.
it just fucking flew by.
It
It was
was-
the
it
Brad
was
Pitt
great.
scene where I was like, he's gonna fucking die. I was like, how far into it? Because one of the main guys gonna die.
No, I was. Yeah.
The music, you're
Expecting
right.
that.
I
The music
didn't
was
check
crazy.
who did the score, but the music, I said something. I was like, the music's fucking sick.
Well, I think it was old.
Yeah, I didn't look into that.
It was
It's
old
probably
horror
old
movie
Morricone
music.
shit or
Yeah, it was
something
old.
like
It
that.
was.
Just-
It wasn't original music. For
He does
the
that a lot.
movie.
He always picks his favorite.
Right,
old weird
yeah.
shit.
I think the
It
only
did
original
sound like
was
old
Hateful Eight.
horror shit. You're
Yeah,
right.
it was very
sounded like-
Polanski-ish.
Yeah, it sounded like
Yeah.
Repulsion type.
I mean,
horror.
you're gonna have Polanski in your movie. You gotta fucking, throw.
Repulsion was
throw
I
really
bet he
Okay.
did use like something from like Repulsion or what's that like vampire or whatever horror
Yeah.
movie he did. That's
It's
probably did.
Yeah.
From
Right.
Dusk Till Dawn.
Hottest director in the fucking world lives right next door to me. The director of motherfucking Rosemary
Yeah.
Baby.
Oh, so that's the best part at the end. That whole
There was
incident
a-
led
there
him
was
to
a
the path
hopeful
that he
ending.
wanted to be on.
Yeah.
Because now he's getting the connections. He's gonna be in with Polanski.
It
and
ended
he's
with
gonna,
a whole. Instead
you know
of
what I'm
them
saying?
going to the Polanski house, he gets invited in at the end to the house by Sharon Tate,
Yeah.
and
And
it's a hopeful ending.
And they were all fans. Like he's sitting there thinking,
Yeah.
nobody
Right.
knows who I am,
Yeah.
and they like all knew his show, and they were like, oh, come on up.
Yeah.
You know, they knew exactly who he was.
Well,
Emil
it seems
Hirsch had
like
a
that
nice
was like
little
the
role.
nighttime show everybody watched.
Yeah,
Because
And he didn't realize it.
he
Right.
didn't realize he
Yeah.
was
Right.
as big as he was, and
Sharon
cared
Tate was
about
such a
it.
sweetheart. I mean, Margot Robbie, no one else could have played that part but her.
Yeah.
And people that are bitching that she didn't have enough dialogue, go fuck yourself.
It wasn't.
She
Well,
was
wasn't
people
meant. It
have to
wasn't
understand
necessary
that
for the story.
she was
any movie
perfect
that
for that.
Sharon Tate is in, she didn't have much dialogue.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like, if you look
the
at
cutest
anything
scene was
from-
her in the theater, just all excited watching
Right.
herself on screen. I
Right.
thought that was awesome.
Yeah. What did she have to say? I mean, how many? I mean,
I
it wasn't
thought
necessary to the story.
No one could have done that but Margot Robbie, and she
Right.
barely had
Like
that
even
kind of
Valley
line.
of the Dolls, any movie that she's ever been in, she really didn't have much dialogue.
They mentioned
she was
that
like
too.
very
the 2 seconds you
she
ran
did
out,
not.
they mentioned the Valley
in
of the
Valley
Dolls.
of the Dolls. She did not have much dialogue
They
at all.
said that they couldn't figure out which girl, the girl from this one from Valley of the Dolls. She was like, no, the one who ended up doing adult movies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one that she ended up going into French porn
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
it was actually porn.
Right.
It was
Adult
just more
movies.
nude adult movies, but
Yeah, just nude people just playing with their nipples,
right.
laying
Who
around.
better than Sharon Tate?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, beautiful woman,
Beautiful tits.
beautiful fucking tits.
Yeah.
But yeah, Margot Robbie was great. Everybody was great.
Yeah.
Everybody
Nobody was bad.
Fucking Leo was
Can't
fantastic.
complain.
Yeah, Leo.
He
was
hasn't
great.
given a bad performance in fucking a long ass time.
No, what do you think he ever gave a bad performance? What do you think
don't
was a
fucking
bad
know,
performance
man.
from him?
I don't know.
No.
Even movies he's done that aren't great,
I can
he's been
probably
great
name
in them.
every great movie he's done.
Like Blood Diamond's not to
Eating
me
Grilled
a
at
great movie, but he was
Right.
fucking
Yeah, did it accents?
great in it. The
And,
South
you know,
African accent, he was
That's not
amazing.
easy to do.
No, he was
No.
tremendous.
Yeah, you know.
I can't remember fucking a bad Leonardo.
We also grew up in the era
2002.
of Leo literally being king, like
Right.
after like
Titanic.
Titanic and Romeo
no,
and Juliet.
2002 it
and-
started
which
with,
I had every
with,
soundtrack to.
Gangs of New York,
Oh yeah,
Catch Me If You
forget about
Can.
it.
2002, that's when he started working with Marty.
He's been on a roll.
Right.
Ever since then, it's just been fucking
Yeah.
Just,
hit after
yeah.
hit after hit after hit.
Yeah,
We were
it's-
talking about it last night because he did Django, Gatsby, and I think what was.
Well, he took a little break and then he did
And
The
he took
Revenant.
a break after
The
And
Revenant.
The Revenant.
and that's
He
when he
earned an Oscar
actually
more than anybody
got
I've
what
ever
he
seen.
fucking deserved.
He
Yeah.
ate a fucking heart to win an
Yeah.
Oscar.
Yeah, right. You got
Yeah.
attacked by a bear.
Tom Hardy got robbed for an Oscar in that movie, by the way. He
People
was
got
fucking
scalped
amazing.
so
Yeah.
you to get an Oscar.
Tom
Right.
Hardy was so good in
Yeah.
that
He
movie.
was
He was
ruthless.
robbed for that Oscar.
Yep.
But Leo earned it like no one else.
Yeah.
But what was the big one he did in 2015 too? He did fucking another huge one we were talking about last night.
After Revenant?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh,
Wolf of
oh
Wall
yeah,
Street,
fuck,
yeah.
of course.
That's
And
That's a big
Margot
one.
Robbie, another movie with
Yeah.
Margot
Yeah.
Robbie, who
Yeah.
was
Where she was
incredible
introduced
in.
completely naked in the
Right.
first
You get to
fucking
see, I mean,
the
the
her
first
vagina.
15 minutes.
You definitely get to see her vagina.
definitely. Well,
I wonder if those two have gotten to know each other off screen.
I'm sure they shared milkshakes.
I'm sure they've had a cocktail.
Shared a milkshake.
Yeah, you know. Invited her.
Larry, what do you think?
Only one
Larry
straw.
knows. He agrees.
Yeah.
Yeah. One straw.
Larry
shares.
said one straw, not two, and that
Larry's
milkshake.
a one straw kind of guy.
Right.
Two tongues on one hole, you know?
Oh, Larry,
You know?
dirty fuck.
Larry's a dirty guy.
He's never wearing a shirt either.
No.
Get the fuck out of here. We're
Yeah,
recording.
alright. Come on, shave your chest, would you? Makes me feel dirty when I touch it. Alright, so
All right.
we're gonna go. Should we talk
Let's-
about our lists?
I think so. I mean, it's hard for me to say because
So Larry says it.
it's hard for me to say because there's been a couple of his movies that I didn't love the first view, and we
True.
literally
Same.
just saw the movie.
Same.
Like Inglorious became one of my favorite movies he's ever made.
That did
and-
take me a couple times.
And it took me a couple
Took me
views.
my second view.
At
Yeah.
least two. It took me
Yeah.
maybe three. But right now, I have my list as Pulp Fiction #1,
Oh yeah.
Reservoir
Close.
Dogs #2, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is #3, Inglourious Bastards is #4, Kill
Right.
Bill is #5. I prefer 1.
Kill
I
Bill's
used to
number
prefer
5.
2. Now I prefer 1.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Jackie Brown, Django Unchained, Hateful Eight, Death Proof.
Oh.
I always said Kill Bill
Ooh.
2. I always said
Spicy.
Kill Bill is,
but
yeah, instead
now
of spicy, that
I
Kill
think
Bill
Kill
is solo
Bill
on that
1
fucking list.
is better. I think it's just a diamond
I
sharper
prefer Kill
film.
Bill 2.
I think Kill Bill 2 is
But,
messier,
yeah.
longer, unnecessarily.
Just as more
And
action.
one-
There's
no,
more of the story
way
explained.
more
You
action
get to
in
see
one.
more of the backstory of it.
1 is the crazy 88s and shit. 1 is all action. That's part 1 is all.
And it's got the
action.
animated thing.
He had
but
it at the
still,
bottom of his list.
there's
and he's
just
still
I love
talking.
the
It's in the middle.
lore. The lore of
You guys
Volume
don't like?
2.
You know, guys aren't Jackie Brown people. What's the matter with you?
I'm always been a Jackie Brown
I
person.
am. Yeah.
I've
but-
always been a huge Jackie
I
Brown
love
fan.
Jackie Brown. It's fucking
Yeah.
amazing. Reservoir Dogs, by the way, a couple days ago, Inglorious was #2. I rewatched Reservoir Dogs. That jumps up to #2.
That
Inglourious
opening
is-
scene, you're just kind of like.
Yeah, but
Why
I rewatched
isn't-
Inglorious
Right.
recently too. I rewatched like almost all of his movies recently. Pulp Fiction I watched recently, and that's motherfucking
I
number
watched
1.
Pulp
Yeah,
Fiction.
I
maybe-
I watched that recently.
That
too.
fuck-
I
fucking
probably
movie
watched Pulp
is
Fiction
so
beginning
good.
to end like once a month.
Oh, it's so
Maybe
good.
every other
It's
month.
so good. I just got it on my iPad while I'm working, watching it. It's fucking amazing.
It's one of those movies that
Yeah.
you can just watch.
That's just
you would
like-
put on.
But
and
yeah,
you
I don't
just-
think I think that list is fucking accurate. Kill Bill is right in the middle. It's above
So-
Jackie Brown.
What
Django's
do I
right
have
after
missing?
that.
I don't have
Hateful
anything
Eight's after
missing.
that. Death Proof's after that. Mike, shout out to Mike Knight. Reservoir Dogs, Pulp
Mike.
Fiction, Jackie
Love you,
Brown,
Mikey.
Kill Bill, Inglorious, Django.
And Death Proof is
Hateful
last for
Eight,
him as
and
well.
it's for Russell too.
Yeah.
And Death Proof.
I hate to. I kind of want to put it before Hateful Eight. Kind of.
I put it before Jackie Brown.
I just did not. I gotta rewatch
I
Hateful
love the
Eight.
full version of Death Proof. I do love it.
Yeah.
But Hateful Eight, there's something about it where it's so epic. Like there's such an epic.
It is.
epic
It's a
experience.
full
Well, 'cause it was-
movie.
we
and
were
Death Proof,
waiting
I don't count as
so
a full
long.
movie. It's just.
We waited
No,
so
but
long for
I
Hateful Eight
know
also.
Death
Like, I felt like
Proof
that long
as-
wait was
You
anticipated.
know Death Proof as the full 2-hour version, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. I don't like the Grindhouse shortened version. I like
No,
the
I mean,
full-
like,
I
the
mean,
double
even the full
feature,
2
or,
hour.
like,
It's
the
just.
full-
It's kind of a throwaway film for Quentin Tarantino.
It's a
Right.
fun movie.
It's a
Right.
fun
It's a
movie.
really-
It
It
was
was
a
something that he
great
did.
That's why
comeback
it's at the
for
bottom
Kurt
of the
Russell,
list.
and that's probably why I love it.
It's his stylish, but it's not. It's probably his worst movie, but it's
I'm
so
a gearhead,
awesome.
and I
And you
love
can't even
it.
say it's
It's
worse.
Punch
It's
Drunk
just not
Love
as
for
good
PTA.
as the others.
It's like his Punch Drunk
True.
Love. Like it's still awesome. It's just
I
not as
consider
good
it.
as the rest.
If it was an
Right,
album,
right.
it would be a mixtape,
Yeah.
but a really good
True.
mixtape.
It's like
and
Alchemist
it's still better
Cookbook.
than most people's.
It's Alchemist Cookbook compared to First
Yeah.
Infantry.
It's still better than everybody else's movie. You know, most people's
Oh
movies.
fuck yeah!
You know what
Death
I'm saying?
Proof, like as a standalone, is the fucking fun 2 hours.
Yeah.
What's your list, babe?
Go on now.
Man. Pulp
Ryan,
Fiction.
go.
Pulp Fiction's number 1.
Babe, go.
Pulp Fiction, then Kill Bill, 1 and 2.
Which
Once
one's
Upon
better?
a Time.
Two is your.
2 is,
I like
I
that.
like 2.
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time, I'll put it as 3. Reservoir Dogs, Inglorious. I might switch those two. So Django, Death Proof, Hateful Eight, and Jackie Brown's Blast. Sorry. Like, sorry.
That's
you were
fair
just,
though.
You were
because
just
he
saying
didn't like
that you
Jackie
didn't
Brown.
like Django as much fucking a half
didn't.
hour ago.
I'm not even gonna say why to the people. I'm not even gonna say why to the people.
Think the worst, people.
Yeah.
Think
The
the
worst. What do you
worst.
mean?
Think
I'm
that's
not a
the
liberal, please.
Yeah.
Let's get fucking real.
She didn't like that the
Any
KKK got
motherfucking
murdered.
time.
No.
I love Samuel Jackson just over his shoulder like any motherfucking time.
That motherfucker could
Yeah.
have been my grandfather.
Oh, he's the best. Who did
Um.
that nigga on the horse?
Well.
I'm sorry. I had to.
That's a
I had
That
to.
was a quote
I'm
from the
sorry.
movie.
That's a
That
quote.
was a
Samuel
quote.
Jackson would be fine
Do
with
this
that.
next time.
Samuel
Yeah.
Jackson would be fine with me saying that.
quotes.
On a horse!
Yeah.
Like,
No, maybe
All
not
right,
though.
so let's reel this back in.
He
All right, so my
absolutely
list
would.
is basically the same as yours, but I put Inglourious before Once Upon a Time, only because I've only seen it once.
That's
Right.
fair.
I still
That's
need
fair.
time for my head
to
to wrap
adjust
around.
and
I might agree with you.
Digest that movie.
Next
Yeah,
time I
there
see
was a
it.
lot.
because it's.
Just because it was so different.
Inglorious is a
you
fucking
had to throw all your
masterpiece.
expectations.
You probably have to really
away.
see it again.
Inglorious
too, to
is a
even put it-
masterpiece.
Oh,
It's
place
perfect.
Yeah.
The editing and everything. It's
The dialogue.
The last
you know,
Sally
is just
Menke edited
so-
movie. It's
Dialogue's
fucking
huge for me too.
Right.
He
It
had
is.
something to prove when he made that too, because he was so mad that Grindhouse didn't do well. He was like, "I'm
Which
gonna
is sad.
fuck
I feel like it did
everyone."
well after.
No, it didn't.
The fact over the years.
His
no?
movies usually make so much money. That movie made just what the budget was.
What?
Grindhouse.
Oh, Grindhouse.
So
yeah.
he was like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna make the best movie."
I could have put scenes.
And
on
it was
this
the
thing,
first
too,
thing
like
he was
scenes
nominated-
he's
Scenes would've
done.
been
I
good.
could have done.
He was the
Let's talk about scenes.
I could have done scenes.
what,
Scenes.
Quentin
Sin
scenes
City.
in general.
No, we'll be here all fucking
I
night.
was gonna say
I'm
Sin
gonna
City,
say
my
the
favorite.
boss-
The
yeah.
scenes in this
Good.
movie weren't as long and drawn out as
That's
most.
a really good point.
There was no like round table.
Lingering.
Like,
I
going
was just
around.
thinking the Inglorious
Yeah.
fucking 40-minute.
That's all I think about.
in the
That's all I
fucking-
fucking think about.
Yeah, the scene when he turns out the record and fucking
Yeah.
what does he say? 3 fucking beers
That.
or whatever. He says it the wrong
Or even,
way.
or even the opening scene when he's in the
Oh yeah. I watched that
the
today. Opa Shoshana.
A lot of lingering.
Christoph Waltz, and we watched Django last night. He was such a sweetheart, and you love him so much in that movie
Yeah.
after being such a monster in Inglorious.
Right.
Oh, I
No,
know.
oof, he
Such a
earned
character
those
switch.
Oscars.
He
Yeah,
could
yeah.
literally
He's
do
so
any
good.
fucking role
He's
you
the
throw him
best.
in.
Yeah.
He's so good.
He was so
Right.
charming in
So
Django.
charming. So fucking charming.
Right.
I'd let him be my dentist.
I
I'm
know.
gonna be my father.
And he just
Yeah.
always had.
I
He
need
always had a
one.
fucking plan. When
Yeah.
He was in
Oh,
the
yeah.
saloon, and
And he
had
had like
papers
more than
and-
one. He's like
Dr.
plan 1, 2,
Mouse and
3.
my horse
Like, there's
Fritz.
always a backup.
God, I want to be with that guy in any tight situation.
I would love to work with him through the winter, and then
Yeah.
find
By
my
me.
wife.
Right.
Buy me, release me.
Exactly.
But yeah, this movie really didn't, especially since he's been on such a Western kick.
Yeah.
Kind of. This was just such
There's
a
always
departure.
like little Western aesthetics into like
Absolutely.
his roots.
But
Yeah.
this
From where
was
he
like
came
a
from?
very. This was like
He's not like Robert
this was-
Rodriguez,
this was
where
an LA
everything
story,
is
though.
This was a love story
this
to the
was
old
an LA,
Hollywood.
This was an
Right.
LA Hollywood story.
It was a love story to the old Hollywood.
It was
and
the
kind of
end
touched
of that
on
era of Hollywood where
every
like
aspect,
the studios,
stuntmen, studios, actors. It didn't really go into directors, but
Directors didn't matter back then. They were
That's
hired
true.
hands.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
they
yeah,
just-
right.
That's true.
Because they had like so many
They
different.
They just had
there was
a
so many more
contract with
genres back
the
then
studios.
too. Like,
yeah,
there
they had
was,
the fucking
like B-level
the
cult
pictures
movies
with
and
music.
stupid horrors.
Shit Elvis was in
Yeah.
and shit like
Right.
that.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorts of shit.
But what do you call someone?
Beach
No,
musicals.
but it was just starting to change because they mentioned Rosemary's
The
Baby.
Osmonds.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
mentioned Rosemary's Baby. He
Which is
called
a
someone
great
Dennis
fucking
Hopper,
movie.
so
Oh, that
Easy
was
Rider
great,
did
yeah.
come out, so they shit
That
was
a great
just about to
reference.
change.
Yeah,
God.
that was right as the era turned.
Yes, what an interesting time.
Yeah, but yeah, as soon as like halfway, I mean, like, you know, you kind of you were like, okay, you go into expectations, Quentin Tarantino, it's gonna be these like long dialogue scenes, and then it kind of wasn't like that.
Yeah,
You're
there's
like,
no big.
it kind of
opening
threw me off.
scene.
So at first I was like, I don't know how
You're
to feel about
expecting the
this.
opening Tarantino scene, right, where there's gonna
Yeah.
be some crazy dialogue,
Music
shit.
and just the names.
Yeah, like
and
even
some
Django
long,
when he
some
takes
long
out the people.
road.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chapters, like you pointed out.
Trees.
Yes, no,
something.
no chapters, title sequences
Alright,
for the first
fine.
time ever.
What I was expecting was like a long view of like old Hollywood, like a whole
Yeah.
lingering view of like old Hollywood.
Or like
while
a
the
time
names
lapse
come
one
up and
with the
yeah,
lights coming and going.
right.
Yeah.
Because they did basically transform. It was old Hollywood.
It was.
Like
It looked great.
Rodeo
That just
literally
blows my
looked
mind.
like
They
old
shot it
Rodeo.
like
You're
Russo
like,
and Franks
how
and
much
stuff, too.
time
They
and
really
money
did.
does that take
Right.
to transform it
Yeah.
to old
$100
Hollywood?
million.
They're doing it
apparently.
in Boston
Cars.
right now.
$100 million.
Ryan Reynolds is doing a movie in Boston. They're doing it right
Deadpool
now.
3?
I wish.
Time
Yeah,
travel.
I
it's-
would try to
been for
fucking
a
jump
while.
in there somehow.
Yeah, right.
Please.
But yeah, this was.
I don't think they'd be
I
married
couldn't even
anymore.
think of what the opening scene was. What was the opening thing?
Great question.
I can't remember the
Brain
opening scene.
fart.
We just
Yeah,
saw
that's
it.
real embarrassing. That's great.
That's a brain
What's
fart.
the-
We
what is it, the
literally
movie?
saw
The
this
most
movie.
memorable thing from every Tarantino movie is the opening scene. We were talking about Reservoir Dogs the
Yep.
other night. I can't think
It's
of what the
the
opening
most.
scene was.
Is it when he
sucks right in.
as he walks in the bar with Al Pacino?
I think it's when he
think
gets
he's
in the
Mike
car with
Ray.
Brad Pitt.
Oh yeah, they are in the car together. They're in the car
They
together.
start off in the car.
Yeah. And then he meets Al Pacino and he's like, "Oh, is that your son?"
Yeah.
Oh, they
And
go to
he
the,
yeah,
yeah, they
explains
go to the
how
bar.
It's
Yeah.
his stunt double.
That's how different it is. And there's no chapters. It's not like
Right.
anything's ever done. It's
Yeah.
fucking really
And then
Entirely different
even
style.
the scene with Al Pacino was kind of long, but it was cut into like other scenes, like throwing.
and it was like the
flashbacks
really
and things
tight
like that.
shots,
Yeah.
like really tight shots
Yeah.
on their faces and stuff. It was just
uh,
so different.
Yes, that's I know there wasn't like
Super
extremely
tight
wide
shots.
shots. Or
Yeah,
anything.
like
I
really,
noticed that
really
as
tight.
well. So yeah, congratulations to Quentin Tarantino.
Hey, you really did fucking hit it out of the park,
Yeah.
pal. Did something
Yeah.
really different.
We
and
waited.
I
We
got-
waited
loved
for
it.
a really long
And
time
we were
for this.
not disappointed
Imagine-
at all.
Imagine if he made this movie a long time ago and his style evolutioned from that. What is it? Evolved.
He evolves.
Evolved from that, and what kind of
What
movies
if it
would we
did
have right
evolution
now?
from that?
Yeah, we evolution.
I'm looking.
He
I'm
we
got
gonna-
six
evolution from
arms.
some monkeys.
Imagine if he does like a fucking just like
Love
something
getting a good
so out
evolution
there
done.
for his last picture, like a musical or some shit. Just
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
does
that
bad
That'd be
shit.
kind of cool.
No,
Yeah,
it
I'm
wouldn't.
a sucker for musicals. La La
That's just because
Land.
we saw La La Land together.
Yeah.
No, I have been my whole life. Please. Cabaret.
Well.
I love the movie. I give it my highest rating. My favorite movie of the
Yeah.
year so far.
I don't say it's not a piece of garbage.
Right.
That's my rating.
That's
system.
your fucking rating.
I don't
It's not a
think
piece of
I-
garbage.
Yeah, that's
As
my
far
rating
as-
system.
yeah.
0 pieces of garbage. The movie's good.
All right, so there's gonna be 1 piece of garbage if it's not incredible.
Yeah.
2 pieces of garbage if it's not good.
Yeah.
And a fucking complete pizza of garbage.
Yeah.
He's,
Pizza
Yeah.
of
A
garbage.
this-
pizza garbage. It's the garbage that's in the back of a.
It's when you
fucking
eat everything but the
Papagino's.
crust is
It's the old
pizza
crust.
garbage.
Yeah, those fucking jerks that just throw the
Yeah.
crust in the trash.
It's pizza garbage.
It gets all
Savages.
dough
The
smelly.
Yeah.
communists.
You're a real
Yeah.
pizza garbage.
Assholes.
This is, it's 0 pieces of garbage.
How many
I
pieces of
think I-
garbage do you give it, Ryan?
0.
Fucking
0.
Zero.
Yeah.
0.
There you
There's
go.
no
Pieces of
crust in the
garbage.
They ate
box.
all the crusts.
Donut, bitch.
Fucking see
I
the
ate that
movie.
whole fucking pizza.
Thanks
no
for
Big.
crust
watching.
in the box.
You fucking pricks.
Fuck all of you. I love you.
Your mom.
Exactly.
Follow us on Instagram.
Instagram.
Oh, I Hate Yourself Reviews. Follow us
Fucking do it.
now.
Not me though.
No.
Bye.
Well, she'll be on there.
Don't talk to my fucking wife. Bye.